I thought the Hyundai Elantra was the worst car I've ever reviewed. And now I realize I totally forgot about the Kia Rio. I didn't even shower for this video. Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 2016 Kia Rio LX. Up front is a 1.6 liter inline 4, and down below is a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Well, as a lot of you guys probably don't remember, I reviewed a Hyundai Elantra a couple months back, and it was the worst car I had ever reviewed. It was my least favorite car I had pretty much ever driven. But this, I think, takes the cake. Before we get into it, let me put this out there. This car works. For a commuter car, for something to get point A to point B, if you're looking to buy your teenager a new car, it's a great car. It's slow, and it gets good gas mileage. It has 4 doors, has good safety ratings. No one's gonna want to drag race you. And it's a good, safe car for a teenager or just for commuting point A to point B. So let's talk about that 1.6 liter inline 4. Well, there's not much to talk about it, if I'm being honest. It puts out about 138 horsepower and gets good gas mileage. That's the important part, is that it gets good gas mileage. I read numbers up in the 30s, but it'll all vary on your driving style. Basically, this will get better gas mileage than most cars. See, coasting like this, it's bouncing between 27 and 31, which is pretty good. I'm doing 30 miles an hour, you know, just on a regular road. But no, like I said in the Elantra video, and I'll say it again in this video, you're not gonna win any races with a Kia or Hyundai. You're just not. I'm sorry. This engine also revs to 6,500. Well, that was actually 7,000. The 6-speed automatic transmission, it's nice. You can shift up and down if you'd like to. Again, I don't really see a point in cars like this, except for maybe, I mean, really, I feel like the plus minus on automatics is just so you can hold it in like first gear if you're pulling something or going up a very steep hill. But at this point, automatic transmissions are good enough to know when they need to shift in situations like that. So I feel like it's just no longer necessary. But I can shift it if I want to. Tight. Another plus to the Kia, I will say, is that it does have an actual handbrake. It's not a button, it's not a little switch. It's got an actual handbrake you can rip on, which is nice because it's going away. So this car also does have traction control, which is nice for a more base model Kia. And it also does have eco mode, which gives you better gas mileage and things like that. How is it raining again? It rained in the Elantra review, and now it's raining in the Rio review. What the heck? So on the interior of the car, you get your steering wheel controls. You can do Bluetooth phone, volume up and down, that's on the left side. On the right side, you have your trip odometer and that sort of thing. The gauges are nice. They're super simple, but they're nice. They work. In the center, you get, of course, your radio, which has a very small screen for a 2016, but you can still select your radio station, phone, track, cat folder. I don't even know what that does. I'm gonna find out. What's cat folder? All right, I have no idea what cat folder does. The radio does have USB and aux inputs, which is a nice feature. Of course, it is a 2016, catching up with the times, but I daily drive a G6 that only has a CD player, and a man can only burn so many CDs until it burns a part of him. And then down below the entertainment center, you have your air conditioning controls, which actually the air conditioning is super nice. Again, it is a 2016, so it'd be really weird if the air conditioning was already broken here in 2017. But then again, I don't put it past it. And then down below that, you get an AC button, rear defroster, recirculate the air, or bring in new air. And the one thing I do like about that is that they're these, like, they kind of look like fighter jet buttons. So you can just slam them, you can hit them, and they look pretty cool. So that's at least something going for it. So if you're looking to buy this car for your teenage child, just to get point A to point B because you have another car, or maybe even an elderly grandparent. I mean, they don't drive all that much, so they'd probably have to fill up not even once a month. This is a good car for that. It's fine. It's not comfortable. It's not spacious. But it is a new car on the cheaper side that will work. But that's really where the goodness ends. But cars are much more than that to me. A car needs to have soul. I need to feel something when I drive it. A little bit of adrenaline, a little bit of style, a little bit of power. And I get none of that from this car. It needs to be its own being. It needs to evoke emotion. And I know that probably sounds like sappy, like, oh, you want to kiss your car? Is that what you want? No, that's not what I want. What I'm saying is, this car is just dull. It's bland. This is... I don't even know what it is. But when I look at this car, when I drive this car, when I even think about this car, I don't think of it as like its own being. I don't think of it as a thing, because this isn't a thing. This is just a bunch of pieces of metal put together, and then now I'm moving. It doesn't have, like, my RX-7 has soul. It's got those curves. It feels alive. It yells at you. It screams at you. The buzzer goes "Bzzz," and like, it's an experience. But this isn't an experience. And that's why I have no remorse yelling at it.
You! I ordered pizzas bigger than your wheels!
Do I like this car? No. Would I buy this car? No. And the reason is because I already have a daily driver. I don't need a commuter car to get me point A to point B. Like I said, the only justification I could think of for this car is you have a teenage kid, you don't want him being out being reckless, you don't want him drag racing, and that sort of thing. And if you really want a cool car, just get yourself a Miata. And now, if you've stuck your way through this Kia Rio review, I first thank you. And second of all, I will reward you with the stupidest montage you will ever see. Enjoy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you really liked it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the 2016 Kia Rio, please leave it in the comment section down below. Take care, guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.